All right, guys. Thank you, guys. All right, guys. There's this new feature on social media on TikTok Live where I think you have like a live show with someone, and they just want you to talk to them. I think that's what I think it is, which is totally fine. Like I'm all for it, except the only thing is, like for me, I would rather know who it is that I'm talking to ahead of time and plan it out and all that, right? So I don't really particularly like that feature just because it's not a big deal. Like I could talk to whoever on that platform by myself with that person and have anybody join in that's over 18. Like obviously I prefer that. But you just don't know who you're talking to. Not that it's a bad thing. Like everyone's good to me, and everyone's supportive, and everyone's important, right? And everyone's great. But like for me, I would rather have like if I'm going to do something like that, it has to be either a guy or girl that I'm interested in, like one or the other, and I have to know that I'm interested in them, and I have to kind of plan it out. When you just have like a random person join in, and they want you to talk to them, and they want only over 18, then obviously, which is totally fine. Like I said, I prefer that obviously, but I'd rather it was somebody I knew I liked or knew I wanted to either be involved with, or was totally wanting in the room. And like everyone's nice, right? Like I'm not going to object to anyone, but in that case, like, and there's obviously I prefer over 18-year-olds than young kids. I'd rather have over 18, but it's just when you have someone joining the live like that, you just obviously they probably like you, which they might not, but I just would rather know who's in there and know who I'm talking to ahead of time for for the reason that when you have someone asking you out, there's nothing wrong with anybody just asking me out. I'd rather have somebody older than 18 in my life, obviously, but it's just some people get very carried away with me. Like I'm not a big deal, right? But they just say whatever and they do whatever and they think that because I'm looking for someone, like I'm married, but I'm in an open relationship because I'm looking for someone, they just assume that they might be the one, right? Which is totally fine. There's nothing wrong with that. But obviously, I have to. When it comes time to having someone that might be asking you out or doing something like that, I would rather know who's in there ahead of time. You know what I mean? Like plan it out and have it work out towards something that I want, right? And like I said, there's nothing wrong with somebody liking me. Obviously, I like that, and there's nothing wrong with it being over 18. That's obviously preferable for me. But I just would rather it was someone that I knew I liked, right? That way, I'm very picky. Even if it's an attractive guy or an attractive girl, like they might not even be my type, right? So I know like people will be like, well, what's your type? If your type is like gorgeous, then what's your type? Well, it depends on the person, right? Because not everyone that's gorgeous I'm going to suit, right? Some people are gorgeous and they look great and I love them, but they're just not my type, right? Even like Madonna's like super pretty. She's like the best looking person in the world, but she's not my type because she's an older woman, right? Anyway, thank you guys. Bye now. Au revoir, guys. Au revoir.